I spoke about realism yesterday in yesterday's video, which seems to have gone down quite well. I had a 90, the last time I looked, I had a 98.8 like ratio on that video. Right now I'm focused on the 7th of May elections and hopefully giving the Greens the biggest bloody nose in their political history. It's never sunny in Belfast. I want evidence. Cloudy in Glasgow. Bashi, are you going to start doing the meet-ups? No, I'm not going to, mate. No, I've got nothing to say any further to that particular gentleman. I've got no interest in him, to be honest. Cheers, Charlie. Hi, Paul. Thank you for the promotion. Big love. Cheers, Charlie. I'll be giving you a bit more before the actual day as well. It's a baby blue colour. I have to rack my brains. Morning, Sharon. Morning, Blossom. Thank you, Chris. Morning, Paul. Hi, everyone. Squeaky bum time towards the end. Match at Villa Park, up the Villa. Well, you're in the Champions League, aren't you? That's for sure. Have I seen Danny's new car? I did see that briefly yesterday. What are your thoughts on Danny Tomo's video regarding UTK May the 16th event? You do like to put me on the spot, guys, don't you? Look, personally, my own view is that Danny needs to perhaps rein that one in a little bit. What we don't want is any problems. We don't want any trouble. I watched Tommy last night talking about it, and he had it, you know, as usual. I mean, I don't always agree with everything Tommy says. You know, I'm not a sycophant. I'm not going to agree with 100% of the things that Tommy says, but 99% of the time I think he gets it bang on. And the bottom line is, what we've got to remember is a few things here. First of all, this event is attended by a lot of women, a lot of children, a lot of families, a lot of senior citizens, a lot of disabled people. This is not a lad's day out. It's not allowed to piss up, right? This is a properly organised, pre-arranged event with the Metropolitan Police, who have, in this instance, as Tommy rightly said, been very agreeable. They seem to have favoured this event over another that is taking place on the same day. And Tommy's message for the police, I thought yesterday, was spot on. All we don't want to do now is go and spoil that by giving them a hard day out. You saw how the police dealt with Antifa up in Manchester. Well done, about bloody time. And some of those prats with their black outfits on and their masks and their pink hair underneath their black hoodies, well, they got what's been coming to them for a long time from the police. I thought the police dealt with them pretty well over the weekend.
I can't actually listen to any more of Paul Thorpe, especially after Richard Inman this morning. I mean, I've never followed these guys, but as it's now whittling down the trolling specific, what I'm not going to define where everybody was and everything, or even assume how everybody got into what they got into. There's clearly a million and one different scenarios that have been going on here, but at this point in time, I mean, I don't know where this has come from or why Rick said it, if it's a joke or not, but he's said that the 8 o'clock guest tonight on Jupiter's show may actually be Paul Thorpe. I've got no idea if that's true or not, or where he's got that from, so don't take that for gold. But I mean, the point is, it's a very small network of these people, isn't it? I mean, if you listen to Jupiter, her entire world is only a very small network of people that she's not blocked out. But loads of people have done this. I'm not going to go too far off track because I've got a lot to do. And there's already, I mean, I will make a note of the fact that it's only Jamie Barnes and Pip this morning. So this technically is the first morning that there's been none of the core network. I mean, Bob's is questionable. I mean, I know he was around in the hangs since pretty much the beginning. And Bobs, you forget how much you've given away to me in just what you've said. Again, I don't want you guys all freaking out. I honestly don't. I'd much rather that you repent rather than keep this shit show going. But I mean, you're still going, aren't you? And then bringing my appearance up. Why would you do that? Why would you, especially something that's out of my control when I'm stuck in the situation that you lot collectively have got me in? Do you know what I mean? It's just so fucked up. You've got no other mode. You don't even know how to function at the moment without making it worse, because your only mode that you've had in this arena is to be a cunt and to literally roast each other. That's all you've done. That's literally what this space has been about. But I mean, that's come off the back of gaming, hasn't it, very much, and films and all the rest of it, and TV, shit TV. Do you know, like, it's not that there's not been the influence there, that it's not like it wasn't, you know, a given that this would just happen. Society would just go to shit. If we're filling our children's heads with shit, then society is going to go to shit. That's why I'm really incredibly fucking frustrated at this point in time with a lot of, and this includes my own parents, you know, we all make mistakes. We're all programmed from childhood, but then in an age of information, especially digital information, I mean, there's really been no excuse whilst we've had libraries. That's what I did before the internet really was a big thing. Loads of people forever before the internet were using libraries and just, you know, other things before the internet. The world didn't begin with the internet. It will not die with the internet, but the internet needs to change. How it's used needs to change. What was the point I was making there? I've done it again. I'm going off on a tangent. Well, let's just stick to, yeah, sorry. So the main group that have been around, the ones that I refer to as the Ricky Dimmer Protection Unit, although technically you do fall under that banner, because do you not remember? That's the point I was making. You don't remember a lot of what you've done, said, posted. Like, you've all operated for so long with nobody checking anything that's going on in this space. But that's when you all agree to be there. It's like you've all consented to be in this fucked up club, so you all don't care that there's no rules, because that suits you all fine, so you can all get away with your shit. So you all then cover for each other if somebody who does follow the rules or wants to follow the rules, and I just mean the law. Do you know what I mean? Like, all of this nonsense, like my channel, my rules. No. It's still, if somebody's brought my legal fiction into this arena, then the law applies now. Do you understand? You've brought my legal fiction into it. So by gossiping about somebody, you've introduced the legal fiction of somebody, which can incur harm to their real life. Okay, that's why we've got them, because we can't always be where we're spoken about. This is what it's all about, I believe. I mean, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But as far as it just makes sense that this is really what it's all about. I don't want to think everything's a big fat fucking conspiracy from the get-go. Do you know, there's a proper legitimate function for our legal fiction in these sorts of scenarios, and especially on the internet. So we can clear up all of this fucking free man on the land nonsense, can't we? It's your intention. If you're just trying to get out of having to pay, like, for car insurance or something, then you're just being a cunt, so it's not going to work for you. Do you know what I mean? I mean, there might be technicalities where you may be correct, but nobody's ever got, because your intention's wrong. You're not trying to protect anybody, or you're literally putting people in harm's way potentially, you know, without cover. There's all sorts of, you know, you have to be sensible about this, not just because technically, it's all about your intention. So again, this is where you're falling short just all the time at the moment, Jamie. Your intention is clearly fucked up. Why are you getting up first thing in the morning to come and start getting on? You don't have to be in my chats. You don't have to ambush. You know, you obviously spoken to Helen again offline. This is the whole thing. You're scheming behind the scenes. I don't engage in that. At that point, you're all conspiring against me. Okay, and I've literally spelt this out over and over again. There's a very easy way that you could have all avoided this. Just don't fucking talk about me. That would have been it. Don't fucking talk about me when I'm not there. That's that. All right. I'm not interested in YouTube. I don't want to be a fucking celebrity, especially not a YouTube fucking celebrity at that. So please just miss me with the shit. Okay. But it's a bit late, isn't it? It's a bit late because the world's gone to shit. You still can't, any of you, do anything without bringing my name into it. So here we are. I'm just going to keep pointing out the actual law, not your fucked up versions of it. And please, when I say you're not that important, I don't mean it to be a cunt. It's just, do you know how many of you there are that are trying to tell me I've somehow targeted you and I've made my entire life about destroying yours when I really don't give a shit? It's never going to work. These are the sorts of things that the jury are going to consider, Jamie Barnes, not how long it took me to respond and did Helen get in there first. The fact that she's fucking stalking me and monitoring everything I do, does it really surprise you that she got in there first? That was quite a long message that I was writing, and I tend to multitask, so I may have written a few sentences, gone and done some washing up, come back, gone and made a coffee. Who knows? Who cares? You, at that point, what's your intention? Why do you care? That's what the jury are going to discuss. Do you understand? On to Donna anyway. Look, bless her here. This is where she changed. She's all right. She's deleted the new account. This again, it's like it signals. It's reading between the lines. I'm not expecting an apology, unfortunately. You all should have probably done that a while ago. Things might have not been quite as bad as they are now for some people. But hey ho, we are where we are. It's not like I didn't. It's not like I was begging for any fucking apology anyway. It was just for yourselves, for your children mainly. Stop fucking about. This is well illegal. It's well illegal, and I'm not going away. You fucked my life up and the world's gone to shit. So no, I'm not going away. Just going to walk everybody through what the fuck happened and where we all went wrong and how it'd be a good idea to learn the law now so we don't do it again. All right. So Donna has now had clearly a change of heart. So she's tried to change everything back and get rid of the new account. And so nobody saw what she did, but we did. We recorded it all and it's actually been reported to the police, Donna. So again, this is where you're signalling mental health issue. Okay, we'll get on to Sean later as well, actually. No, we won't. We'll leave it for another time. See, do you see what I'm saying, Jamie Barnes? Do you think I've got time to go, what's Jamie Barnes doing this morning? How can I go? No, I don't do that. I'm literally just trying to just fend off all of these fucking wankers I shouldn't even know exist 24/7 for years on end. You're not that important. You're part of a collective. Okay, at that point, there's question marks about what the fuck you're all doing here, especially when you're being told this is highly illegal. Please stop abusing me because that's going to really fucking bite you in the ass. All right, but this is just illegal anyway. A lot of what's going on is proper fucking illegal. It's not a good influence for our children, is it? Okay, but anyway, you all know best because I'm the fuck up. But anyway, Donna has clearly this shows me that maybe not all of YouTube is bad. The fact that you can't just change your name a million times like she did to mock me, ridicule me. Now she's stuck with that one, so she's gone and changed everything else. You mug. Oh, she's gone and changed everything else. Now she can't get, I'm assuming, right, this is just how I can see it went in her head. I reckon she realised she was stuck, like she's changed the tag and everything, then she's stuck with everyone hates her. This is not like Kaylee. It doesn't actually say Kaylee ain't or whatnot, but it's still clearly what it was before. So she can't shake that. She can't get rid of that. Then I just think that she's so angry at that point. She's in the description. This is a passive aggression. She's like, you are nothing, worthless, obsessed into her. Because nobody will know it's about Kaylee. Oh my God. Oh, and even then, because she'd only just changed it at the same time, that's what the bit at the bottom's about. At the same time, it was still showing my thumbnail. And the old tag, because it takes time to update. So I just thought that was really cute to put it all together and just show the fucking state of her mind at the moment, trying to get away. And like the new one, Poppy and me, that's gone all together. So bad. So anyway, right, I'm not going to spend too long. And okay, so Nixie, I will refer to you as Nixie, but I mean, clearly I know what your name is, and I'm going, because I just don't want to antagonize you. I've already stated what your name is. I know what your name is. I mean, technically I will address you by your legal name. Okay, I'm not going to do it right here, right now, again, and put it on record because it's already been done. But the entire idea here is you've tarnished my character. You've used me, my content, my life, my story, my name, okay, for your fucking content. That's what everybody does 24/7 to me. That's Shouldn't have to explain this. I really shouldn't have to explain it. You've then gone and said, I'm clearly no. When the professionals have said that is not the case, okay, I'm entitled to get a little bit, well, and especially when you were then told by somebody else that there's no, but I've heard no retraction of that. I've only heard you complain that I've used your name, which really does get my back up, because you used mine first, okay, and now you don't want me to use yours. Can you not see the hypocrisy? This is why I don't like YouTube people in general. There's just so much fucking narcissism. This is why the world's gone to shit. You've basically done the same with what's going on in the Middle East. You're having your party most of the time, your popularity contest most of the time, then you'll use other trauma going on elsewhere for your content, for your discussion. But what are you actually doing about anything? Because you blocked me. You've told the world that I'm not the person to have the discussion about the horrible things nobody wants to talk about. You've blocked me out, and you've told everybody I'm not the person for that, whilst blocking me out. And now you're complaining after calling me crazy when the professionals have said that's not the case. You're complaining that I've used your legal name to address you about that and request that you make a retraction. Is that really that unreasonable? The psychosis on here, I don't think I'm the one with them. And I don't want to be a cunt. It's just, I've explained that kind of twice now, and you're still not. I don't go and speak to, just ask AI. Ask AI. I keep saying you don't need a lawyer, you don't need the police, just ask AI. Really simple now to, well, just learn the law. If you learned the law, you'd understand these things before you do them. You have to. It's about not being a fucking narcissist. It literally is as simple as, would you like something done to you? If not, right, and anything that you do to anybody else, you have to do it with your name. It's simple. You want to affect somebody else, do it with your fucking own ID. Simple. Again, I'm going to be taking this up heavily with YouTube itself, okay? There's a big problem there, isn't there? But again, I'm not the first person to have identified this situation, am I? I'm sure I won't be the last. And there's a load of harm gone on when it didn't need to. So we are where we are. It's not like there's not 1,000,001 cases already going on with the social media. And I just heard as well, apparently the Apple CEO has just stepped down too. So that's another big one. But this was always going to happen. This is just, it's all fantasy and bullshit. It's not going to, there's a place for technology. There's a place for it. It can't take over everything and just become the world. It's bullshit. It is so destructive to everything. And I think it's just running out of steam anyway, so it is what it is, but I'll leave it at that. So Donna, bless, at least she's changed it all back, but it just doesn't eradicate what you've done. This is the whole point. Everything's been recorded. This is what I've been telling everyone forever, but you're just the clearest example to just come along and do that right at the last minute for us, Donna. So thank you for that. But there you go. On the screen there, it's just a clear example. You can't escape what you've done. You definitely can't just do it quickly. There's a digital footprint for everything. Okay, so if you've been a cunt, if you've been involved in gang stalking, in slander, in silencing, mockery, ridicule, hate speech, all of these things, they're not just as much a crime on the internet. Oftentimes they're compounded due to the amplification potential, the anonymity. There's so many reasons why things are so much worse online when you're the target of something so much worse. But anyway, I'm not going to rabbit on for too long. Jamie Barnes, give it a rest. If you need to go to the police, don't keep harassing me. This is all of you have got wrong. You should have been going to the police at the first. That should have been your first. If you think there's something wrong with me, go straight to the authorities. Don't fucking harass me for a decade as a gang. That's never going to work, okay? No jury on this fucking planet is ever going to buy that I've targeted 1,000,000 fucking people I should never have known existed in the first place. On that note, try and be good.